The Haida Gwaii Marine Awareness Project began in 2019 with the goal of increasing access to maritime information. The hope was that we would be better able to prevent accidents from happening and more prepared to respond in the event of a maritime incident.
The key goal we have is to make sure that a Simishur type incident doesn't happen again. So that involves encouraging vessels to stay a safe distance offshore and also having emergency towing vessels in the northern waters that could respond to an incident.
The Council of the Haida Nation partnered with Canada and the marine shipping industry to create a voluntary protection zone off the west coast of Haida Gwaii.
It was 50 nautical miles for vessels that were in transit on the Great Circle route between Asia and North America, 25 nautical miles distance offshore for vessels in the Pacific Northwest trade route, and 12 nautical miles for cruise vessels.
That allows us, if a vessel goes adrift or loses power, it gives us more time to respond.
At that time, the only emergency towing vessel on the west coast was at Nia Bay in Washington State.
We have emergency towing vessels that are patrolling the coast at all times.
So these are ocean-going tugboats that would be able to respond and help a vessel which had lost power or was in distress. So these larger vessels are much more capable of dealing with those kinds of situations, you know, heavy seas, strong winds, right, and bad weather conditions. The other recommendation was to identify potential places of refuge on the west coast of Haida Gwaii. So this was where a vessel that was in trouble or had problems could go to make repairs or to address a situation that needed to be fixed. And given the sensitive nature of much of Haida Gwaii coastline, you don't want large vessels coming in anywhere on the west coast.
Our CHN analysts use a tool called EMSA, or the Enhanced Maritime Situational Awareness tool, and we can use that to monitor vessel traffic in Haida waters and then find and provide more information to help with management decisions. And by having access to this real-time data, we are able to see how well ships are following the Voluntary Protection Zone, and we've had a really high compliance rate, which is great, and 90% of vessels are staying outside that Voluntary Protection Zone.
It started off as a 14-month trial, and due to its success, it was extended to ensure protection remains in place while we continue to work towards an area to be avoided designation by the International Maritime Organization.
The area to be avoided designation would give us international recognition of the importance of the West Coast area, and that would lead to stronger regulation of shipping and more awareness and communication.